I haven't played Bedwars for over a year, so today, I'm gonna try and win a game of it. This ended up being quite an interesting game, and we had some challenging opponents at the end, so let's get into it. I started by buying some blocks and then travelling to the diamond generator. I found 2 diamonds and then returned back to base. When I got back, I used them to buy a mining fatigue trap, and it wouldn't be long before the trap got used. My teammate, who went by the name of Graf, had decided to attack the green team, but he was ultimately killed and the player who killed him went to attack our base. He did take some damage on the way, so luckily it wasn't too hard to kill him when he got to me. But he wasn't the only player to attack us early in the game, as someone from the red team also tried their luck. Fortunately, Graf dealt with them pretty quickly. After a few more minutes of me gathering diamonds, I could eventually buy the generator upgrade. I then went to the middle to collect some emeralds, but unfortunately there were none there as somebody had beaten me to it. It turned out that the player who had all the emeralds was a player named Sigurd SO2, who was currently terrorizing the green team, but he was in for a nasty surprise. I managed to blast him off of his bridge with a fireball, and I was given all of his emeralds as a reward. That meant that if I made it home safe, I'd be able to put up obsidian around the bed. And so that was exactly what I did. Once I was finished placing the obsidian, my teammate asked for help invading the green base, so I went to go and help him. There was only one member of the green team defending the bed, so they were already outnumbered before I had arrived. I threw a bridge egg in to get in quickly and started mining their defense. The rest of my team then jumped in, and with 3 of us attacking the bed at once, there was nothing they could do. I knocked the guy from the green team into the void, and just like that, the green team was out. However, I then ran into a bit of a problem. Sigurd, the guy who I killed earlier, had trapped me on an island ready to blast me off if I tried to escape. And it was around this moment that I realised there was very little I could do about it. I eased along the bridge, ready to retreat if he shot his fireball. And after a very close call, I didn't make it. Earlier on in the game, Graf went to the red base and destroyed the bed. Most of the red team died shortly after that, but one player, Bright 10, wasn't going out so easily. Bright went to the blue base with invisibility and hid above the spawn area, and waited for my teammate to leave. Once my teammate had left the base, she shot a fireball at the bed, and immediately gave up after realizing we had obsidian. And it was around this moment that I respawned, so Bright 10 decided to call it a day. Meanwhile, Graph had decided to go to the red base, and with Bright 10 returning, the two came into conflict. Bright had tried to cross the void, but with Graph pelting fireballs at the bridge, it was too risky, so Bright had to wait until Graph had left the base. After that, Graph attempted to knock out the yellow team. He drank an invisibility potion and was completely unnoticed by anyone in the team. Graph managed to destroy the bed, and then my team started hunting down the yellows one by one. I came across one of them and they got trapped between me and my team base. And eventually, they got sent to the void by a fireball. So there were now only 2 players left to kill, Sigurd SO2 and Bright 10. I had no idea where either of these players were at this point, so I used some emeralds to track Bright 10. But the tracker led me straight back to the base. Bright 10 had recently had a second attempt at destroying our bed, but Graph had put a stop to it. So with Bright 10 on the run, I tried to snipe her off the bridge, but I wasn't quite good enough at archery to do that. So I went to the red base to try and finish Bright 10 off, but I was decisively beaten. As I was leaving, Graph went to have a go. Although he did do slightly better than me, it ultimately didn't go his way. I then came back for a round 2, but because Bright had a heal pool at the base, she had fully regenerated by the time I arrived, so I didn't stand a chance. After I respawned, I had to spend a few minutes gearing back up again, but because there were so few players left, it wasn't too hard to find emeralds this time. So when I returned to base, I was able to upgrade my armor to diamond, and get ready for the endgame. While I was doing that, Graph and Bright 10 were busy fighting each other. Sigurd was farming diamonds, and I have no idea what Dark Eagle was doing, but I was now ready for battle. Back at the green base, Graph and Bright 10 were still fighting it out. But when Dark Eagle joined in, Bright had no chance of winning. So that meant Sigurd SO2 was now the only player left to kill. I paid some emeralds to track Sigurd down, and once again, it led me straight back to my base. Sigurd drank an invisibility potion, but my teammates had warned me about this. So once the trap was set off, I started hitting around the bed in case Sigurd was trying to destroy it. But eventually, he revealed himself, and unsurprisingly, he had a lot of fireballs. Once he ran out of fireballs, he was trapped in a 2v1, and unsurprisingly, it didn't go very well for him, and we won the game. And although I wasn't that helpful, it probably wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my fireball at the beginning.